guys, welcome to DYOM with Pizza, episode 113, the third-person assassin, wherein I get hit with the most notorious enemy in DYOM of all time, the camera. I will be honest with you, it is the last, mission, so, you can skip to that one with the chapter markers helpfully provided below the description. But, wherein I had to fight several angry armed assassins with a gun with zero control of the camera and myself starting a block away from wherever the hell I could see. So, I don't know. It was funny. Check it out.
Deal with that motherfucker.
Well, straight to the point today, huh? I am pretty good and shot up, so let's get a car. Yeah, it ain't working. Let's go squish a fool. The new Mozart release. He's been dead for like 300 years. Kind of silly, but got the point done. Faked his death. That's a lot of guys with red arrows. Oh boy. We're right by the airport. We're going to go do some recon. And yes, by recon, I mean fly into wherever the marker is with a dodo. None of them have red markers, and, it's not apparent where you're supposed to go. I'm suspecting there's a red marker right behind them. We'll find out. The Mozart Death House. Well, he should have known better than to go there, then. You know, it's always like one of those things like, what if you knew your death was inevitable and in a specific place? Like, would it actually bring you any peace or would it drive you fucking crazy? I know I would be driven fucking crazy. Yeah! And one of them had a minigun. I mean, sure, why not? Trailer demo.
The Chimera had invaded San Andreas.
I'm imagining there's going to be zero gameplay here. And like 20 minutes of cutscene.
But their hope from the Sentinels came. Is you. Intense battle on humans vs Chimera. Intense battle on humans vs Chimera. With extremes to fight on. All new small but terrible bosses. With the all-new Chimeran Hellfire gun. as it burns your enemies to death. Now launching demo. Go and grab the M6A3 rifle.
An actual demo. Is he going to the fire in the cutscene? I love it.
Kill the Chimeran Clownbrid.
I think we're just going to do a good old-fashioned squish. Yeah, it's tracking. If that was a non-tracking, that would have been trivially easily. But the problem is, when it's tracking, what are you supposed to do, right?
God and grab dem 6A3 rifle.
Hang on. Hang on. I'm a genius. Give me that whip!
Kill the Chimeran Clownbrid. You have applied the demo, but that still doesn't finish it. Stay tuned for
Can't shoot me if I'm spraying ya!
on DYOM.
Was that at least a little clever? Like, the fact that the fire track takes 2 hits was also immensely saving my ass there, but you know. Hey, it worked!
Fucking Kyle, those ballots were good boys and you killed them, now you will die here, ha ha ha.
Oh boy, a Smoke's perspective mission. How original.
Fuck my leg. I better get a car.
Okay.
What happens? Why is Grove against me? I better go look for Sweet.
Pistol is better than nothing. Okay.
Your friend Kyle is dead, ha ha ha, and soon you will be dead too.
Hey Vital, I'm chilling out and playing some DYOM.
Against Smoke.
How you doing? I have a feeling we're driving to Los Santos currently. Nah. Woo! It's rainy. Very nice.
Let's find a gun there. Smoke will pay for this.
Double check there wasn't a gun hidden. That I'm actually going to where the gun is. I have been known for missing obvious weapons. Like, half the time, it's funny, like, you know, it's always a thing, right? Where you, like, when you're playing the game, you get a little, like, tunnel vision sometimes. and you miss shit around you. And hell, I've even edited my own copies of my own DWOM videos, and gone like, that was really fucking obvious. Like, saw it on screen, everything, and it was like right there, right? And just did not spot it at the time.
Traitors to the grove will be punished.
Yeah, PCJ was built for stunt jumps. Of course, unless you're dealing with 3, then you use the Banshee.
Smoke you motherfucking dick, I will finish you forever.
Oh man, we're getting splattered. Yeah!
CJ, let's go back to the grove and find out where Ryder is.
Well, no, it's a moped. Of course it doesn't.
Yo, CJ and Sweet are dead, so now we can join us to the palace.
Yeah, I almost didn't survive that. It's gonna be a weird moment, but this would be better with some salt in it. The freeway is also a terrible bike. So PCJ is really the only good one in Vice City. Especially the NRG and all that wasn't added until San Andreas.
Don't steal from me. Dude, it wasn't us, I swear, right, Caesar? We don't steal from higher up suckers.
That's much better.
Dude. I mean, shit, man. I would kill to work for a man such as yourself, Mr. Vercetti. Both me and C's. Let us get one thing
I enjoy that
straight.
we're in a skybox that
You
is
never
not
call me
working, and
dude,
people just
and
keep
if you
falling
want
through the
to
floor.
work for me, you prove it. You to prove to me it wasn't you and some other gang. Mumbles, probably those Cubans ... closing parenthesis got it. Man, how we gonna prove to him it was some other gang ... what others are in the coke game?
Whispers. Remember he said he thought it was probably the Cubans. He mumbled it.
So we kill some Cubans in Little Havana, get one of their licenses, and go to the print works.
Okay.
Once we are at the print work site, lines do all the work their homes. Trust me.
I'm counting that as a free skip. Dur, dur, dur.
Now Tadio will fight against JT.
I don't wanna. I didn't lock the cars. Backing up.
John, wait, Claude, don't get involved.
Sweet. If you mess with Claude, you mess with me.
Big Smoke, new sweet. You're going to pay.
Right, and nobody messes with my brother, you son of a...
CJ, not with my brothers.
This is for CJ.
That would have been a lot harder if I didn't use a car. I can't believe you could freaking broken symbol.
Okay, East of Airport, 21H.
Okay, CJ, sometimes I will give you kill the VIP missions. There are some
That's
important
way
people
too
on
bright out to
here,
be 9 p.m. Well, maybe in LA in the
like
summer.
Verdant Bluffs place owner,
Sunset's around 10.
the East Beach crack dealer,
Sunset's probably around 10 p.m. then.
the Cluck and Bell Triathlon organisator, the Ocean Dock Section 14 owner. People thinks he's using uranium more. And much
Uranium
more than
ore!
this. And so what do you want to do? Hook up with them? No, our current target is Gethra. Some people think he's a plane hijacker, a terrorist, and I want to kill him. I bet he's going to hijack another airplane, a dodo this time.
A dodo?
He's just here in front of us. Okay, get in the Bobcat. We'll need it to transport his body. We are going to sell it in pieces.
This is definitely weird.
Get in Berkeley's Bobcat.
Definitely weirder done in... Nice parking job, Zero.
Drive Berkeley to the Los Santos International.
We're already at the airport.
Where are we going? Berkeley. LS Airport. We
And yes, I've been to LAX IRL.
You understood, homie.
Smug asshole of the day.
Go to the LS Airport.
I was stuck in the terminal for like 6 fucking hours, too. Because the rental car was due at 6 p.m., and you had to pay for an entire another day to extend it. More than 24, like, because, they rent them in 24-hour increments. So my car was due at, 6 p.m., and I was too cheap to pay for another day of rental. So I had to get to the terminal at, like, 5 something, just to be sure. And then my flight, it wasn't until, like, fucking 1:30 in the morning.
You have to kill his bodyguards before using the bag to take his body. Kill him.
So anyway.
Get the bag.
It shouldn't surprise anyone that, yeah, LAX for that long is not that exciting.
Get his body.
Though I also am mad that I had to buy a pair of headphones for, I think it was like $25.
Go to the North Rock crack meeting and sell the body.
Because... Woo! They unmission critical the vehicle. But I must ask you, what would Scooby do? But yeah, anyway, I know. Travel-based rant on that one was that I managed to leave my, headphones in checked luggage. So it was either sit there quietly for 5 hours and 6 hours of flight, or pay the $20. And, you know, $20. There are always spare headphones in my bag now. There are spare chargers, there's spare bags, and there's spare zip ties in case Ethan gets too wild. Hi, Ethan. We're going to the cabin, aren't we? It's a theme song. If it was 5 minutes long, then if you have a half-hour show, then, you know, you're down to fucking, math. You know, once you figure the ad break, you got like 20 minutes of show tops. Yeah, spare... That is one thing I learned in travel. Spare, charger, spare headphones.
Oh, CJ, so
my toiletries kit is always packed and in my bag, that kind of thing.
Crack meeting. Every Friday, a group of crack dealers sells their goods here. Any kind of good is being
like I last time I went through my bag, there I think was 5 phone chargers. There's the most commonly used one in a side pouch. Then there's the one that's a switch dock, where you plug in an HDMI cord and it like projects onto a TV. Projects, you know, via cable. And then there's another one of those standard chargers. And I think there's a couple other backups as well.
Guys,
And also,
Rocket launcher from
2 of them are hooked up with these cute little doohickeys.
Take the rocket launcher.
I'll keep chattering when I'm done almost dying.
They have
Oh, are you kidding me?
the truck and kill their leader.
We'll try it again, I guess. But one of these cute little adapters, which is a USB-C to Lightning adapter, so you can just have those hooked onto cords and charge an iPhone in the same effort. So you don't have to carry entirely different cables. You can just,
Okay.
you follow the utility here. There's also a charge bank in my there's also a charge bank in my bag as well. Fuck Apple. Yeah. My work phone is an iPhone though, so that's why I bother. Hey, stalking you. And to be fair, iPhone is now switched over to USB-C, so give it, several years, and everything will be USB-C. Well, there's legacy around. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you can find somebody who's using a 30-pin Apple device still. Though you'd have to go back all the way to, what, iPhone 3 for that? I think, yeah, 4 was Lightning.
Get the bag.
Software and OS and shit. Yeah. I choose not to use it for a personal device, but for a work phone where, you shouldn't be taking pictures of your bits and shit anyway. It's fine. Yeah, that thing's basically only does my, my email.
Go to the North Rock crack meeting and sell the body.
Work email. If someone calls me at work, it goes to that phone. That kind of thing. Yeah. And, obviously, taking photos for work is also handled through that. But basically everything I do, actual work-wise, is on a computer anyway, so... Yeah, I'm not trying to say it's a solution that works for everyone, but Are you kidding me? I think it'll make it, but it's going to be a little smoky. It was? Oh, I'm thinking of I had an iPod at one point that had a Lightning. I remember I specifically bought a box of USB to Lightning cables, and half of them were shit, so I just got a full refund from the guy who didn't want to deal with it. And also, our surveyors have to actually run, tablets and stuff. So you can actually, interact with shit in a way. So, I understand, it not only varies on your line of work, it varies on your exact job. No, the Lightning connector was great. Here's the thing. The Lightning connector is worth remembering is older than USB-C. Compared to Micro B, which was the grandfather of which was the grandfather of USB connectors for mobile devices, the Lightning is amazing. Micro B cables are shit. They break so fucking easily.
SWAT is taking over the meeting. Kill them.
So, I will happily give Apple credit for developing a much better solution to the problem.
They have sent a truck. Destroy the truck and kill their leader.
What did you expect? It's America.
Yes, USB-C is better. 30 pin was also terrible because it was one-sided and massive. You go, I want to plug my phone in, but it needs to be 3.5 inches long, and holy shit, they're splashing me. Like, do you notice how fucking bulky a 30 pin was? I noticed a well-built lightning connector could make it a good while. We're not doing that a third time. C to lightning to mini B to micro B to 30 pin. Yeah, I about agree with that. Micro B, though, is actually a pretty solid format instead of mini B because it was wider, thicker, stronger. Ladies.
If there are any mistakes, sorry, I'm a newbie.
But, you know.
On a sunny Monday, Kyle is showing off his parkour skills. Wow, everyone here.
At this point in my life, everything should be USB-C.
Look at my parkour skills. I'm sure you can't do it.
It also used a fucking magic gate, so, you know, I refuse to take its opinion seriously. Like, well, I think it was before the SD card, but Sony tried to make that work for cameras for a good long fucking while. Salt in my drink. Yes, it's in a can. Yes, I don't care.
Ha 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 ha, I can always nobody can beat Kyle Zephania. Cheat kangaroo so he won't.
Cheat kangaroo so he won't miss.
Warga, and you just miss him.
I do not understand what this is going on.
You destroyed the roof tile I saw.
But I mean, they're more expensive, they're proprietary, and they only work for Sony.
I am the king of kings. No one can beat you, you are all cute. Citizen, Kyle is so arrogant, we challenge him.
Hang on a second. No, I don't mean like the PS1 memory card. I mean whatever the fucking weird one that the PSP used.
The roof of your house. Okay, look at this. Yeah. Kyle, dying. Suker, and you are still very arrogant. Cultivate a harmonious life, don't be arrogant like Kyle. Sorry if there are any mistakes, I am still.
Looks like I didn't miss anything. Hey, I won! Yeah, that's the thing. They cost a fortune, and because they were only made for Sony devices, they were never going to be affordable. I decided I wanted a glass. At some point, you're pouring salt on a fucking can occurred in my brain, and like, just get a glass. This one's Destroyer themed. The Sullivan specifically in Buffalo, New York.
This year for Christmas I want a journey car.
Someone forgot to set the enemy status. Non-headshottable in a car is a special level circle of hell. Oh, the glass? Yeah, I can do that.
This year for Christmas. This year for this year. to the hill. This year for Christmas I want.
I thought I was promised an RPG. SWAT cars nearby? That one won't give armor.
This year for Christmas I want go to that
Some do, but yeah, there's a lot of cheap crap on the market. Amazon, I think, is the biggest perpetrator of it. Because, like, you don't even have actual brands. I didn't get the rocket launcher. Yeah, that's hopeless. Actually, we'll see if we can get the actual thing. There you go. It's on Discord. Speedy, if you could cross post.
We are in trouble. Some soldiers told me that 3 hunters are preparing to attack us. Where is everyone now? They are at Area 69 in war with German forces. A German car is coming to our base.
Too corporate. Yeah, I get it. It's funny because the PS5 is the least aesthetic thing on this planet. Like, I completely agree with Linus of Linus Tech Tips back when I watched him, when he was talking about how, like the PS5 does not pass the wife test, wherein, like, in a compromising marriage, you could just have that in the living room and it'd be fine.
Good job, soldier. No, get the bazooka or you. Where is the hill? This is the hill. Get the helicopter and go up there. Get in the helicopter.
Okay, fair enough. You could post it anyway, just in case anyone else here isn't on Discord. I was promised a fucking bazooka. I'll try and post a imager later for people on
Go to the top of the hill.
On YouTube to see as well. I like it. I look at the gift shop of every ship I go to, but I tend to try to only buy things that are kind of cool. He just posted a link to my post. It's my post to Discord. Yeah, we don't have anything. I'm going to count that as a free skip. Yeah, I'm not even going to give myself the free one. Whatever. we're halfway through. I don't know. We're halfway through. We're 6-2 with a random 4-star. Conversely, I can just get there now. Which was a glass? Probably like $5. Might have been more like 10. Kind of want a set of them now, honestly. I was going to look on the bottom for a price tag, but one, it's full of liquid. And two, I'm sure I washed it off. Yeah, and I mean, to be clear, these are, like, bought at a museum as a, like, you know, thing for them to use as fundraising to help, with their projects, right? So, I don't feel ripped off if something is more expensive and, you know, they have a decent profit margin on it. You know? I have an ass load of coins, and those all cost like $15. I think I pulled them out on stream a few days ago. I've got to have like fucking 50 of them. Coke glasses? I do. Might be a few in the cupboard. You used to be able to buy them in the dollar store here. I'm not sure if you still can. Or the $1.25 store, if we're being accurate. Nah, I get it. It was actually a good decision. Because pegging your... Like, if you imagine what they sold in the dollar store in the 90s, you know, the problem of fixing yourself to a price point like that is all you can do is just, you know, get shittier shit continuously. And, like, you fundamentally want to have, like, you need to be able to move with pricing, you know? Want some money? Ask Dwayne! Well, he just got out of prison.
Son or Joe, sit down, relax.
Joe, now I'll stand up, so what are you going to do now?
Well, Joe, there's one rich guy who quit our protection long time ago.
So what? I have to kill him, threaten him, beat him up.
All of my mugs are location themed at this point. In fact, and up on the side. Yeah, it's like, congratulations, you don't sell... You've said you don't sell anything less than $1. You've defined yourself backwards.
Well, we get 5 billion, so you will have 500 million. Deal?
Well, okay.
You can use my old car. It's at San Fierro parking lot.
Oh, God.
Korean, our boss told me you're gonna need some protection.
Well, I need protection if in any case triads attack us or some shit.
Lead on. I'll follow.
Or $1 or less, and up.
San Fierro parking lot.
That business was probably ran by a 73-year-old man who barely knew how to operate his credit card machine. But yes, from a mathematical approach, I absolutely approach the ridiculousness of $1 or less and up. Congratulations! You have defined yourself as the entire number line. I was going to say it couldn't have a negative price, but -1 is less than 1, so you're not even restricted to positive integers. You're just restricted to... I guess you can say the restriction is non-imaginary then, right? Because an imaginary number is not going to have a strict intrinsic value separate from a whole number.
Shit, those are the triads.
I think they followed us. Drive BASTARDS member while I'll do a drive-by.
Triad Stratum is bulletproof. Jump through the ramp.
So
the
crypto,
car would
yes! Yes! Finally somebody gets it. I remember Trucker and I were in a minor tussle about that at one point, wherein it was where my point is like Bitcoin has no fundamental value other than what people are willing to pay for it. And yes, you can argue that because we're not on the gold standard, our currency has a similar predilection to it, but I would argue that the US dollar is accepted by a hell of a lot more people, and the fact that you know, even though the US currency was on the gold standard, it doesn't mean that it was necessarily going to, how the fuck? And just because the US currency was on the gold standard doesn't mean that in a time of extreme economic trouble, they were going to honor the written text about how they have to exchange $1 US for 1 ounce of gold or whatever the fuck. Let's see if I can change vehicles. And lose some weight in the form of a passenger. There is 1 to infinity. False. There is the exact same. You can't compare infinities like that. But because intrinsically, the argument is, if you compared integers from 1 to infinity versus all numbers between 0 and 1, you could argue that. But the thing is, there's exactly the same number of numbers between 0 and 1 and 1 and 2, as long as you're allowed to use the entire spectrum. The goal has some objective. Yeah, it definitely has a stable value, but it's not like, yeah.
We will make him look powerful soon enough.
That can also be subject to fuckery.
They cannot see you guys in the car. Ditch the car here.
Yes, we're driving to Las Venturas, boys. I mean, gold has successfully held value for millennia, I think, because it's damn hard to find. Right? That's definitely an aspect of it that's true. But, as Ethan says, outside of actually being a pretty metal and being useful in specific, like, semiconductor-based applications, there's not a huge amount of practical usage for gold either. I know in a post-apocalypse, I would rather have a large-ass crate of Chef Boyardee than a bar of gold, right? I don't know. A bar of gold is very heavy and is worth a fuckload, but you know what I mean. There is a very reasonable quantity of Chef Boyardee I would take in a post-apocalypse for a very unreasonable quantity of gold. One is more debatable. Yeah, the real argument with infinities is don't try and compare infinities. There's no point. I mean, you can compare specific infinities, but you know, it's also worth remembering, if you want to go full nerd, that infinity is a direction, not a number. It's like saying one is going to north faster than the other one is, right? It's bordering on meaningless. Have fun with drugs. The USD with Chef Boyardee. You know what? Having the USD tied to an actual useful commodity of some form. That was a lot of fucking bikes. I know I'm drunk, but that was a lot of bikes. I'm drunk. But But having having currency tied to some kind of, you know, actual useful product is not the worst idea ever. The problem is, you know, it's going to change all the fucking time. And the fundamental purpose of currency is because different people have different ideas of what is useful as a commodity, right? Otherwise, we'd be trading 3 sheeps for a llama. S's tradition. Should put infinity +1. Yeah, remember, it's a direction. You're like saying, we're not going north anymore, we're going north +1. What? There is no such thing as north +1. It's just north in a slightly more aggressive manner. Getting my Super Fletchberg autos practice on today, I see. Saw 2 random orange 12s. On Facebook Shorts, there's a guy who is like has some kind of horseman-based persona going, where he like drives a truck in a horse mask, or like a horseman AI, or not, you know what those animated emoji things. Augmented reality, I think, is the term. But his gimmick is to hit red Jeeps. I was realizing if I had one of those, it would be to kill orange 69s. The problem is I usually can't be fucked. Facebook Reels are bad for you, kids.
See this casino? Joe Yup.
Do that to infinity. Yeah, but that's just showing us the same plane of infinity. Okay, here's the other problem with infinity-based analogies. They fundamentally can be confusing.
Guard to wait, what the?
Ho, ho, ho.
Here's the chance of issues.
Picks up his body.
Picks up his body.
Give us your clothes, dickheads, or you will die.
We know what are you planning. All what matters is to protect him.
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa time.
You've did a big mistake. Headshot.
See, the problem with Super Fletchberg autos, especially if you do a per vehicle PB, is you can take world record for each vehicle, and assuming each one of them is optimized, then you successfully have the answer to how long this should take.
I know. Right now, I'll get that guy here. Pick up the pistol first.
Idiot, you have forgot to pick up a pistol.
Like,
get into the limo.
Fundamentally, when we look at like a TAS of an actual speed run, there's going to be, like anything more complicated than Mario, there's going to be some RNG of some form that's going to make it so you actually have to do it correctly. And the task can't be the perfect answer. Super Fletchberg autos could be 100% tasked, assuming it knew what the thing was.
Who is this?
Okay, Joe, drive
Yep,
to
Summer Best is all it is.
in sight.
You did Summer Best for San Andreas missions. That wouldn't still add up to an actual successful speedrun necessarily. I knew it was in this direction, kind of. I figured the chances of going back to San Fierro were too damn high! Yes! Give me a bike! Always check after the first cutscene if the vehicle is still a required mission vehicle. They don't always remember to keep it. Boink! Boink. Aw, he's forming a snow angel on my car. In the desert. I hope he's okay. It better be a good snow angel. I don't know how I survived that. Size set of all infinities, the set of all is 0 to 1, is uncountably infinite. Turns out that uncountably infinite is the higher order of the infinite uncountably infinite. There are more unearned 0 than the counted set of counting numbers. I mean, I guess. Well, I said yes. Technically, there's more between 0 and 1 if we're counting all integers, whereas integers I think is only whole numbers. If we're counting all numbers between 0 and 1, there are more numbers between 0 and 1 than there are between integers of 0 than 1 to infinity. But you have to properly define it that way. Otherwise, there is exactly the same number of infinite numbers between 1 and 2 as is 0 and 1. So, they are both equal and parallel infinities. Because, you know, you just add 1 to the front of whatever and you got the next set. Hey, Mimi. Quit making me think about numbers. I've been drinking. GTA 5 does at least. That'd be interesting. Because, like, individual level leaderboards are so inaccurate to how a run goes because, like, half of them need 40 minutes of setup to get through a single mission, but it would be cool if we could actually count, like, yeah, under, like, normal situations. Fuck it, we're not going to get a PB. Let's see if I can do it. One tequila, 2 tequila, floor. $25%. Oh, no good! I have no regrets. That was fun as hell. I was doing fine until I started speeding up on the way down, and then, as I was just ever so slightly drifting left, it, like, and tried to pull it back right, it just took off because, you know, steering not so sensitive when going very fast, which, you know, totally understandable. Getting flung off the bridge was a tasty bonus, though. Which side of the bridge you're on? I was just sitting here like, there's 7 minutes left. I know this cable is technically rideable. Why the fuck not try it? Yeah, no water level today.
This place is...
Is that sign normally there? That looks out of place. Alright, I forgot everything about this mission.
What the hell do you want from me?
You belong in our protection.
Screw you, he left you guys long time ago.
Where'd he come from? Where'd he go? Left you guys a long time ago.
Alarm sound.
Burp, burp, burp. Sorry, just trying to help.
Let's go on the roof. Our boss is waiting there.
It's pretty hard to do at this point, but you can try.
All right, Joe, can you check out what's happening?
Go and check out what's happening.
Aye, aye,
We're
question
attacked
mark.
by his bodyguards.
Stupid. Wayne, you are now our money bank.
Why did you kidnap me? I thought we were good friends.
You've declined our protection long time ago.
But I have the power and the money.
There we go.
Because you
I threw some water in it and dumped it in the coffee
casino
pot, so
6
I
years
actually
ago.
washed the coffee pot.
I will show you
And then I can throw the can in the thing without it getting incredibly sticky.
I am going to take care of this. You just go home.
Let me go, son, shut
I'll
up.
kill your children too, is the next line on that one. For Speedy's line.
Go down.
I'll get you an STI. Oh, I knew that.
You can use Son's new car Comet until you return home. Get in.
Get in, fool! Screw killing you guys. What's that helicopter up to?
Go to Son's house and take a rest.
Take a rest? That sounds like a weird going to the bathroom euphemism. Please excuse me, I must take a rest. Make sure you flush this time! Yeah, it doesn't. It only shows what the most current headline is, I believe. It doesn't have like a listed cycle. Oh man. First case. False. This is like the 11th mission. Yes, politics chat for that one.
At 5 o'clock in the morning, a delivery guy is going to arrive in the alley. The truck contains a
That's also a stupidly complicated situation, however you look at it.
Be careful of snipers and guards, though. They are watching over the van until the triads come to collect it. Don't fail me, Roy. Get the money and take it to me. This all needs to be done before
0 pizza points. I'll get some more.
go to the deal.
It's funny because we only have one challenge on right now. But you've been opposite cycle me lately. I've felt quite a bit. I mentioned Trilogy tomorrow. Trilogy tomorrow. 4 this time. Hopefully. $8K photorealistic graphics are my hope too high. Okay. I don't think 8K photorealistic graphics is actually possible at the current moment. Maybe, but you know, like, even if you look at like a hyper-realistic, like I think like Forza is pretty good. Like, its clips are convincing if you don't like know it's a clip from a video game, right? Like if you like just see a clip of it out of context, right? But like you can tell something slightly off.
Ringing.
I have some trouble here. Don't sweat. kill whoever and whatever gets in your way. Go to the alley.
How much of IV this time? Hopefully just one standard dose of 4. My doctor recommends not having 2 doses of 4 in one day. Out of time. I just saw that it turn red.
Kill the patrol before they alert the dealers.
That guy has a weird hitbox. Are those Loke? Denmark! Small, odd-looking thing on the top of, Germany. Double drug dealers, apparently.
What was that? Going to the vantage spot.
Ah, joy. Yes, I'm trying to maneuver with the map.
Quick, the triads are here. Kill the gang members.
Yeah!
Steal the van.
Yeah! I'm in the wrong car. Am I in a car? Not anymore.
Go back to the meeting place.
Wasted! Oh my god, that was great. Thanks for watching DYOM with Pizza episode 113, the third-person assassin. We'll be doing more of these. DYOM seems to be a little infrequent lately, but we're trying. Otherwise, we're doing more normal speedruns here occasionally on YouTube, mostly on Twitch, but otherwise, we will see you guys later. Have a good one.